Ever wondered what happens when high-speed thrills meet cutting-edge electric technology? We're about to dive headfirst into the electrifying E1 series, known for blazing across open waters at unbelievable speeds. Join us to discover the world's fastest boats in the E1 powerboat racing world and the famous celebrities spearheading the teams. Hang on tight. The E1 Electric Powerboat Series exists thanks to Alejandro Agag, often called the father of Formula E, and his partner in speed, Rodi Basso. They wanted to bring the electric revolution to water, launching a new motorsport that merges high-performance thrills with environmental responsibility. At the center of this venture is the hydrofoil-based Racebird, a boat capable of speeds around 50 knots, 58 miles per hour, which is impressive when you consider it's powered by electricity alone. These flying Racebirds lift above the water thanks to slender foils that reduce drag and increase efficiency. In simpler terms, once the boat reaches a certain velocity, the hull glides above the surface, much like an airplane's wing lifts it into the air. The result is smooth, near-silent motion that looks futuristic. With official demos and test runs getting serious traction in 2024, the E1 series aims to scale up in 2025 with a broader calendar of global races, each promising to showcase just how thrilling electric propulsion can be. Of course, setting up a world championship isn't all sunshine and daisies. Critics question whether transporting boats, gear, and personnel across continents really balances out the green label. But E1 counters that each location will be vetted for environmental impact and will benefit from initiatives aimed at restoring local waters. Whether they can perfectly reconcile sporting spectacle with ecological concerns remains to be seen. What's certain is that a new breed of racing is upon us, offering a tantalizing glimpse of how electrification might reshape the future of marine sports. Celebrities from sports and the entertainment industry arenas have waded into E1 ownership, aiming to transform their sporting clout into success on the water. Aoki Racing is making waves with none other than Steve Aoki at the helm. Yes, the same guy who rocks the music scene is now rocking the race circuits. Team Alula is backed by the unstoppable LeBron James, bringing his championship mindset right onto the water. Team Blue Rising is led by cricket sensation Virat Kohli, proving that his competitive fire knows no bounds. NFL legend Tom Brady has thrown his support behind Team Brady, blending gridiron grit with aquatic adrenaline. Savvy businessman Marcelo Claure is fueling Team Brazil, showing that his passion for innovation runs deep. Soccer star Didier Drogba decided that owning another soccer club just wasn't as thrilling as venturing into something more unknown, so he jumped in with Team Drogba. The multi-talented Mark Anthony brings his charisma to Team Miami, adding some serious style to the mix. Tennis titan Rafael Nadal, a 22-time Grand Slam champion, is now chasing a new kind of legacy with Team Rafa. And last but definitely not least, the iconic Will Smith is all in with Westbrook Racing, setting the stage for an unforgettable season. Why the flood of star power? One possibility is that E1 aligns well with the rising demand for sustainable sports ventures. Being attached to an all-electric, eco-friendly circuit is both fashionable and beneficial for a celeb's public image. Beyond that, there's genuine intrigue around a sport that's on the cusp of a breakthrough. If E1 takes off, early investors could reap sizable rewards, financially and in terms of global branding. Skeptics wonder if these high-profile owners will stay engaged once the novelty wears off. Running a racing team involves detailed technical knowledge and constant R&D, which may not come naturally to a star athlete from a different sport. However, as long as the money keeps flowing, dedicated engineers and managers can handle the nitty-gritty. What matters is that these luminaries shine a spotlight on E1, piquing worldwide curiosity and potentially luring in new fans who might otherwise have overlooked electric boat racing. Though the groundwork for E1 was laid earlier, 2024 saw the first substantial showcases of the Racebird in action. The start of the very first season of E1 racing offered fans a peek at this slick, hydrofoiling wonder zipping past at speeds no one ever expected from an electric boat. These races served as the pilot run, excuse the pun, for this gripping sport, testing battery life, handling in various water conditions, and the feasibility of quick charging between runs. Fans reported that the Racebird proved surprisingly nimble and stable, even when cornering in choppy waters. Season 1 started in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, and took the teams to Italy, Spain, and Monaco before ending with a thrilling finale in Lake Como. Switzerland and the Netherlands were planned to appear in the original racing calendar before it was changed shortly before the start of the first season, whilst China was set to be the final race before the season came to a crescendo when Team Brady were crowned champions in Lake Como in August 2024. Heading into 2025, E1 plans a full championship calendar spanning iconic cities and glamorous harbors. Monaco is rumored to host one of the opening races, bringing all the luxury of Monte Carlo's ports into the mix. London is also mentioned, with speculation about a race on the River Thames, though organizing a hydrofoil shootout in the heart of a bustling metropolis is no small feat. Meanwhile, Jeddah has signaled interest in hosting an event mid-season, reflecting the Middle East's growing commitment to innovative motorsports. All eyes, though, are on the possible US expansion. E1's leadership has hinted at a high-profile American race before 2025 ends. Miami is the hottest guess, capitalizing on Florida's motorsport enthusiasm and the city's love affair with high-powered watercraft. Some folks figure that if E1 can crack the American market, it could cement its reputation as the go-to brand for electric boat racing worldwide. If everything aligns, 2025 might become the year E1 firmly plants its futuristic flag on every major shore. To appreciate why the Racebird stands out, you have to understand what sets it apart from traditional powerboats. The secret sauce is in the hydrofoil system. Once the Racebird reaches a certain speed, somewhere around 15 to 20 knots, wing-like foils lift its hull above the surface. With much less hull contact, hydrodynamic drag plummets. Picture a high-performance airplane wing, but adapted to water. This approach means the Racebird can maintain higher cruising speeds with lower energy consumption. The feeling is akin to flying just a few inches above the waves, a spectacle that leaves bystanders in awe and gives pilots a tremendous advantage in handling. Compared to conventional boats that plow through wakes and waves, the foiling technique lets the Racebird stay stable, while traveling at speeds that would make lesser vessels bounce wildly or risk flipping. Then there's the Racebird's all-electric powertrain. Instead of revving a giant V8 or a throaty turbo, these boats hum quietly. The battery system itself is no off-the-shelf product. It's a specialized pack designed to deliver high voltage without overheating, even under sustained racing conditions. Engineers and material scientists collaborated to create a sealed unit capable of withstanding saltwater corrosion, temperature spikes, and the heavy vibrations of high-speed maneuvers. E1's mobile charging infrastructure ensures that teams can replenish batteries between heats quickly. The result? Neck-snapping acceleration that rivals some of the best internal combustion setups, but without the clouds of exhaust or the ear-splitting racket. So why are they called the world's fastest boats? Because speed isn't just a matter of raw miles per hour, it's also about agility and efficiency. When you see a Racebird bolt from zero to its flying foiling state in seconds, nimbly take a corner, then roar past the finish line using mere electrons, it's hard not to crown it the pinnacle of advanced water racing. The Racebird merges raw velocity with precision handling and a forward-thinking ethos. While some gasoline-fueled boats can post higher top speeds on glassy water, few can match the Racebird's overall performance in a regulated race circuit, especially when factoring in tight turns and the constant watch for wave action. Combine that with an eco-friendly profile, and you've got something truly revolutionary, a hyper-fast powerboat that might just redefine speed on the water for decades to come. In a sports ecosystem dominated by big engines and roaring crowds, E1 offers something refreshingly different: high-speed racing without the smoke and thunder. The idea that you can have intense battles on the water without guzzling fossil fuels is a potent narrative. Environmental advocates see it as a genuine attempt to prove that exhilarating motorsport can also be planet-friendly. Tech enthusiasts, on the other hand, are fascinated by the engineering leaps needed to make a battery-powered boat tear through water at breakneck speeds. Another compelling angle is E1's potential ripple effect on consumer boating. Much like how Formula E spurred developments in electric car technology, E1 could inspire breakthroughs in marine batteries, charging infrastructure, and hydrofoil designs. We might see weekend boaters zipping around lakes on smaller-scale electric hydrofoils sooner than we think. It's a bold vision, a future where aquatic adventures don't involve belching out engine fumes. And of course, there's the simple fact that E1 looks cool. The Racebird's sleek, futuristic profile, gliding silently above the waves, grabs attention. Some might miss the thundering soundtrack of traditional speedboat engines, but for many viewers, the near silence only amplifies the race's tension. It's like watching a sci-fi film unfold in real life. Will this novelty wear off? Possibly, but for now E1 seems to have tapped into a zeitgeist that appreciates sustainability wrapped in a high-tech package. Behind every race bird is a team working tirelessly to perfect performance. E1 squads draw from a wider range of backgrounds, blending boat racing pedigree with cutting-edge tech expertise. Some teams hail from storied offshore racing traditions, others boast recruits from Formula E or even aerospace sectors. The unifying element is an obsession with efficiency. Battery output, foil design and hydrodynamic tweaks are all in play as each outfit vies for an edge. E1 suggests there will be a dozen teams once the championship hits its stride, each fielding a single race bird. Many teams may represent specific cities, tying local pride into an emerging global sport. This city-based model is reminiscent of how Formula E attempts to ground fans in real-world locations, creating the chance for deeper engagement. Some outfits also aim to tie in philanthropic elements, like waterway cleanups or educational programs for young people in each host city, to demonstrate that electric racing isn't just about glitz. Though E1's history is still being written, we've already seen spirited rivalry among early entrants. Races in Italy last year revealed just how intensely teams guard their technical secrets. Engineers scurry around laptops, analyzing every data point, battery usage, foil lift angles, drag coefficients, looking for fractions of a second in advantage. It's high-stakes tinkering, reminiscent of the pit lane drama in top-tier motorsport. As 2025 approaches, expect even more fierce competition for the spotlight. If 2024 was E1's dress rehearsal, 2025 is the real test. A packed race calendar will push the racebirds' reliability, the league's logistics, and fans' appetite for electric water-based motorsport. Battery endurance is crucial. Boats must deliver high-intensity battles without a late race power drop to silence critics who equate electric with boring. The spectacle itself also matters. Can near-silent gliding sustain excitement over multiple venues? Infrastructure is another challenge. E1's mobile charging and support stations must handle everything from Monaco's luxury marina to rougher global docks. Any major misstep, like a technical failure mid-event, could damage credibility. But a flawless season could establish E1 as a serious player, accelerating electric marine adoption beyond racing. Star-studded ownership adds intrigue. Celebrities draw attention, but if race results disappoint or environmental promises feel hollow, they may walk. A successful 2025, however, could attract even more high-profile investors. The key is balancing showmanship, speed, and sustainability. Win over fans, sponsors, and eco-conscious observers, and 2025 might be the year electric boating arrives. The season's global footprint is ambitious, with iconic coastal locations chosen to spark local interest in electric boating. Monaco, with its F1 heritage and super yachts, is a fitting opener. London, if confirmed, offers a contrasting challenge, racing on a historic, heavily trafficked river. Logistics are daunting. Specialized barges and mobile charging units must be transported worldwide. Each harbor presents unique hurdles, tidal shifts, local regulations, even wildlife. E1 management insists they're prepared. Perhaps the boldest move, a rumored US expansion. In a land of roaring V8s, electric boat racing is a hard sell. But with Miami's growing motorsport scene, the opportunity is real. If E1 can win over American audiences, its global future looks bright. Electric powerboat racing promises a new era of fast, silent, and eco-friendly thrills. Through 2025, the E1 series will test the limits of cutting-edge technology and star-backed ambition, bringing sleek racebirds to some of the world's most recognizable coastlines. Jokes aside, this isn't just a fad. It could herald a game-changing shift for marine motorsports and beyond. Whether you're a die-hard sports fan or just curious about the future of boating, 2025 is set to be a splashy ride. If you enjoyed exploring these high-speed wonders and the celebrities behind them, remember to subscribe for more electrifying updates. See you soon.